Okay, good night, everyone. I know it's late, but I have decided that I'm going to do a tutorial video, right? So I'm going to be showing you students how to log into our various platforms that we're using. We're using Google Classroom, we're using Meets, right? I'm going to show you how to maneuver through those. I know you had a lot of problems today logging in. So I'm going to just cover how to log in and how we're going to go about interacting with Google Classroom. I hope this will help you and make tomorrow much easier. Alright, so let's get down to it. Alright, so let's first deal with logging in. So right now you're supposed to be seeing my page, right? So this is Google platform. I'm using a desktop or a computer. If you have a phone, you can manipulate it the same way. But for those persons who do have a phone or using a tablet, right? Just simply download Google Classroom and Google Meets, and you should be able to access all of these things. Right? You should be able to log into Google Classroom from any of these platforms. So I am going to just sign out of this account and then log in like I would normally log in for to any normal account. Right? So the first thing I'm going to go to is I'm going to go to Google Classroom. That's the first place I want to go to. Alright, so I'm going to go to Google Classroom. Right, because that's where I want to log in from. Right, that's where I want to get access from, which is Google Classroom. So I'm going to go to Google Classroom. Now, if you're using the tablet version of it, you can just simply go there and you don't have to go through this long process of logging in. Um, Now I'm going to log in. Alright, for this situation, I'm going to go back just to show you guys how to log in with a your MOE password. Alright, so I'm going to log in with my MOE password. So my MOE password, alright, there you go, that's it, but I'm going to type it for you. Alright, so my MOE password is Andre dot issue at MOE schools. Remember, the S is important. If you miss off the S, you'll have a problem getting in. edu.jm. If you realize you have all common letters. Now, some of you have numbers, right? So keep a note of those numbers. Some persons have their middle name, middle initial before their last name. That's fine as well, right? So that is how you enter your email address. Then you will press next and then you go on to entering your password, ensuring that your password is correct. So for those persons who are using the general passwords that we give you, right, it's generally password plus a number, right? So it's unusual, it's a capital P, so it's PASS. Make sure the P is capital, no, PASSWORD plus the numbers that go behind it. And then you should be able to log in. Right? I'm not going to log into my MOE password. I'm going to actually log into a demo version of this. Alright. So I'm going to go back and log in to the demo version of everything. Alright. So I'm logged in. Oh no. I went back too much. Alright. Taking a while. Alright, so I'm gonna log into Student Academy. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to interact with the system from a student's perspective. Right, my email address is in. I just need to put in the password. Alright, So once you put in your password, you should be able to log in and you go directly in. And once you sign in through Google Classroom, this is how Google Classroom will look. It might look a little bit different on your tablet, but it's the same thing. All right. So logging in. All right. So when you log in, you are going to see these things, right? So you're going to see all the classrooms that you're a part of. But what if you don't see all of your classrooms and you're wondering, okay, where are my classrooms? Simple. Go to your email. So there are these little 6 dots right here. Well, there's actually 9 dots. You click on it, you'll see all the apps available to you. Go to your email, which is Gmail. Most times your invitation for your classes are in your Gmail. For those persons who have a tablet, right? You should have a Gmail on it if you have an Android tablet. If not, you might need to download Gmail on your iPhones, right? So Gmail is there, it's on it. So you can just directly go into it once you sign in. Right now, here you see I have an invitation from myself. Basically, I invited myself to a class, and that's a demo class for this purpose. Right, so I'm going to go into that email. Right, because sometimes you will not see the classes pop up here in the classroom unless you go into your email and you accept the invitation from your teacher. Right, so this says hello, Andre Yishu. Invited you to a Google Classroom 101. So all I need to do is click on join. Once I click on join, it will open up that Google Classroom and it's going to ask me if I want to join, and I say yes, I want to join this class. Right, so once I have joined the class, it's going to open up. Right, and here I have access to the class. Now when you enter the class, some of you, your classes are new, so you might not see everything that should be there. You might not see work posted, so don't worry about that. Work will be posted very soon. All right, now here's the name of the class. When you enter, you should be able to see up and coming. So this is showing you all the assignments that you have up and coming, all the classwork that you have that is coming up, and it gives you the due date for them, so you know that it is there. Now for this, it's a science class. The subject is science, right? And this is Google Classroom 101, getting you all interested in it. So the first thing you're going to see is stream, and this is the first thing you're going to see when you log into your tablets or your phones as well, right? Let's see stream. Now stream is just like your Instagram post, it's just like your Twitter post, it's just like your Facebook homepage. It shows everything that everyone posts. So right here I'm seeing where the teacher, which is my other account, posted some work, and it's work that I need to complete. But I just joined a class, so I want to say something to sir. Hello, sir, right? And I just want to say hello, right? But this post will not just show sir, it will show the entire class. And you can add also all my new classmates, right? So if you have a phone, you can add little smiley faces, you can add little emojis to it just to make it, a little bit interesting. You can add those things to it if you wish, right? So say for example you want to add something to make your welcome a little bit more interesting. Make sure that it's appropriate though. If you want to add a picture of yourself, you can go ahead and do so by clicking on file, and you can go into your tablet or your desktop and get a picture of yourself, right? So when you click on file, it's going to open up and it's going to ask you whether you want to upload a file or it's a file from recent. You can click on upload, you can click on browse, click on it, and it goes into your phone, into your device, and you pick a picture and you send it if you want to introduce yourself, right? You can do that. Or say for example you want to post a YouTube video. For those persons who are using the phone, you will not be able to post a YouTube video like this. I'm going to show you a different way you can post a YouTube video. For if those persons using a computer, you can click on YouTube. Say I want to put a welcome video here. Say toast. Let's say I want to put toast as my favorite song, right? So I just type toast, and it's gonna bring me to, that's a lot of foolishness. Alright. Um toast by say coffee. Alright. So I'm gonna do toast by coffee. And I'm gonna search for that. Alright, I want the lyrics, or I can use the actual video, you know, up to you. Alright, I'm just gonna go with the lyrics. Alright, and I want to post this to my group, so I click post. Right, so that is my introduction to the class. I am coming into class. I want to greet sir and everybody. So when they go here, they can click on it. Right, and it will open up in your browser if you have a laptop, or it brings you to YouTube if you are using a tablet, whatever. It will do that. Right, and they can watch it and play it as their little introduction to yourself joining in.
Can't ball in a life, man.
Alright, I won't play that much, so that's that. Say for example, you are just coming in and you don't you're using a tablet, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that with my tablet now. Alright, because I'm already logged in on my tablet, so I'm going to make a post, right, from my tablet, right, and you're going to see it come up. So let me see. I'm going to put hey. Okay, no, say I want to comment on that. I'm going to make a comment on that same post. All right. So, and I am going to put an emoji. All right. And I'm going to press send. All right. So that's sent. Now, automatically, most times, what will happen is once you get a comment, you will see that um, the classroom has been updated, right? You're going to see that soon. Right, I'm going to post something soon, very soon. Right, oh yeah, there it is. I commented on somebody's post, so somebody can comment on your post if you wish. Right, so if you wish, you can comment on someone's post. Nothing out of order or nothing unnecessary. I don't suggest you post anything unnecessary, right, or out of order, or something that is not completely something. Say for example, I want to post something, you know I like football, so, which I really don't, but say I like football and I would want to make a post about football, right? So what I would have to do is go on YouTube, copy a link, and then bring it to Classroom, right? And I am going to click on the same ad that I clicked on earlier, but I'm going to click on link instead because on tablet I can't go on YouTube. So I quickly just post the link, copy the link, post it, and send. Alright, and very soon you're going to see it update, right? Because automatically, as you post something, it will automatically update and it shows the stream as updated. So when you click on show, right, you see I just made a post for my tablet, right? And it's a name our post, right? So these are some of the things you can do, but make sure it's appropriate and sometimes making sure it's aligned with school. All right. So if your teacher decides to, if you post something inappropriate, your teacher can quickly delete it, right? Or you can delete it if you make a post and you don't like it or you made a mistake, you can delete it, right? And you see there, I made some emojis. If you're using a phone or a tablet, you can put some emojis onto it, right? Certain emojis, not in certain order, if you get what I'm saying, all right? Now, key thing here is classwork. How do you do classwork, right? So when you go to click on classwork, you should be able to see all the work posted, right? Um, so you have different types of classwork. You have materials that are posted. Any material that is posted is usually posted as gray. Once you complete a task, it's posted as gray. So this icon is for materials. This is just giving you notes, right? So when you let's view material. So this is just give you information that you need for the class. So you can watch this YouTube video, click on it, watch it, and if you don't understand something, you can make a comment. If you do understand, say, okay, sir, I like this video, right? Or miss, I like this video, and you post, right? Or if you don't understand, you can post as, sir, I do not understand what you're saying in this video, or what this video is saying. Can you send me something else, right? So you can also do that too, right? You can copy the link and share it with somebody if you wish, right? So to go back to your classwork, just go to classroom and you go back to the main page and go back to classwork. So we looked at that, made a comment there. So the next thing is due tomorrow. I just entered and there is a test due. Wow, I need to complete it. And once you see it's active, you see assigned. So I'll go to view assignment, right? Here you see over on this corner, you see your work, right? And it says add or create, mark as done, right? So I need to finish this. So what you do here is click on your assignment. If you click on it in the app on your tablet or phone, it will open up in the browser and you need to answer the questions. So say my name is let's just see um, Billy Gray, right? That's my name. And it says I should complete this test and say I go through the questions and say okay, starfish belongs to which, I click there. Oh, by the way, you can see the grade that's attached to it. All right. Sahara is an example of which habitat. Say okay, it's a desert. um you can clear the selection if you made a mistake and start over. Alright, this question is asked to identify two things. Now, these questions that you see, those two questions first, are multiple choice questions. This is a checkbox selection, meaning that you can check multiple things. So it says, okay, I need to identify two places that are considered as tundras. Alright, let me say, alright, I'm not sure what a tundra is, but I'll say, okay, let me work with Arctic and probably a jungle, right? Just to say, and this is a short answer question. Okay, so in which ecosystem does a jaguar live? Okay, I am going to say, okay, rainforest, right? And I am going to submit, right? And see, okay, I'm going to submit and see what happens. Right, so once you submit, right, it automatically goes in. I'm going to see, okay, if you want to view your score, you can view your score. So click on view score, right? Now you see, oh, I got 3 out of 5, right? So though you see all the correct answers and you see what you did wrong, and it shows you the correct answers, right? So yeah, it shows you the correct answers. So I got 3 out of 5, right? So that is my score. Now all I need to do is close this because it automatically opens, right? your final score is pending, right? So your teacher hasn't assigned your final score or your percentage yet. So like you close that, right? And then you go open assignment, you go back to your assignment. So when you go back to the assignment details now, because everything that you complete is actually loaded, right? So it shows that okay, you have completed and handed in your assignment. So once you click on go back to assignment, it automatically indicates to you that all right, you have um, handed in your assignment. If you wish, you can unsubmit it and take it back and say okay, I want to try it again, but your teacher can prevent you from doing that. So they can prevent you from doing the form twice, right? So you want to present, you can send a private message to your teacher, or you can send something publicly. But if it's a private message, you can say okay, sir, I made some simple mistakes. Simple is not spelled correctly, right? And I'm going to send that to the teacher privately, right? So only the teacher can see it. But if I want something that the student or some classmates can see, I was like, okay, that was not bad, right? So all students in the class can see it when I post it in class comments. So private comments, class comments, private just the teacher, class comments, everybody. So once you complete the tests, right, and go back to here, you'll see that everything's sent submit. I'm like, all right, so that part is finished. So let's go back and see what else we have to do. All right. So once you finish something, it gets grayed out, right? So it's gray, it's no longer blue, right? So here's the next assignment, and this is a different type of assignment. So this assignment is something that I need to upload, right? Now, how do you know it's something you need to upload? If you don't see a quiz form here, then that means that it's not a quiz. If it's something that you need to type up and upload, you're going to see create or add here. So it's something I need to type up. So how do I type it up, and in what form do I type it up in? Most likely teachers will specify what or how you should type it up, right? This is an essay. So definitely you have to write an essay, but you're not using a pen and pencil anymore. So you have to write it in a certain way. So for those persons who are using your tablet or your phone, you might need to download Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. If you're doing art, you can download Google Draw, right? Where you can actually draw. Get a pen like this, regular pen, but with a stylus tip, the rubber tip, you can touch screen, right? To draw and do so forth. Animation students, you're gonna need one. I'm just telling you for now. So what you can do is actually, if you have using a laptop or using some Word app on your tablet, you can type it up from before and just attach a file, or you can use one of Google services, which is called Google Docs. So when you click on Google Docs, it will automatically create a docs for you, right? So when you click on that, it's going to automatically open that doc. Well, in this case, it's not. So I'm going to click on that doc to open it. Now, whatever you do in that docs, automatically it shows up, right? So anything you do there will automatically show up in that document right there, right? Um, so say for example, this is your essay. So it will tell your name, the title of it will tell your name and what the assignment is, right? So say for example, I need to write my essay. Okay, so I'm just going to just type some random stuff here, but you won't type anything random there. Alright, I'm just going to type some random stuff. Alright, just a bunch of stuff there, unnecessary stuff. So that's just typed there. Automatically, it's saved. Now, once you type your information or type up all your assignments, everything there, it works just like Microsoft Words, right? You can add a heading. I'm going to go through that in a different tutorial, but I'm just showing you how to do your assignments. Type up everything there. Once you have done that, you click on Turn In right here. So when you click on Turn In, that assignment directly goes to your teacher. So you're going to realize that it opens up again, opens up a new browser, and you say, all right, your assignment has been sent. You can see where it's turned in. All right, so it's loaded. Okay, one attachment. So this is your assignment after you have typed up your lovely essay, right? Lovely essay. I just typed foolishness, but when you type up your lovely essay or type whatever you're typing, right? And then you're gonna hand it in. Now it won't go in until you hand it in. So you're gonna click on hand in, and it directly goes to your teacher. So so that hand in, so you can say, all right, you can expect a good grade. As I said, you can comment to your teacher, you can comment to your class, right? Any way you want to comment. So that's one next assignment down, and that's a different way to answer questions or deal with different types of assignments. So I am almost through. The last thing is a question. This is a question assignment, not something that you have to upload. So the questions ask, what is the impact of global warming on animals living in aquatic environment? Right? Teachers asking you to write, a 200, no less than 200 words. I'm not going to write 200 words. I'm going to write 200 words. But what you do is you go over to the right hand side over here, and you type your answer. So you say, I'm going to type something simple. It's supposed to be 200 words, but I'm just going to type something simple to say that, okay, global warming kills the coral coral reefs, and then in turn, oh, sorry, alright, I'm going to just type something simple, right? Then I'm going to hand that in, right? But for you, it should be 200 words, so that's handed in. So I've handed in all my assignments, right? So yay, I can view all the assignments that I've sent in. You can view your classmates' answers if your classmates have answered after you have submitted. And most times when you have submitted, the teacher can turn off whether you view your classmates' answers or not. So I've completed all my work, but what happens when the teacher needs to grade it? Now that is what I'm going to show you right now, how your teacher goes about grading those assignments for you. Alright, so I'm going to go to this page, which is the teacher's page. Let me show you. Okay, I want to update it so that everything that was posted should be posted. Alright, so from your teacher's perspective, a teacher will see grades. You will see stream, class, work, people, grades. So when a teacher goes on grades, he will see all the assignments that he has posted. Alright, so these are all the assignments and what they are marked out of. Alright, okay. So these are all the assignments that are marked out of. Alright, so say for example this one is marked up 100. So these are type of ecosystems. Right? So this was the quiz that I got 3 out of 5 on. So 3 in percentage out of 100, 3 out of 5 is actually 60. So I got 60%. So your teacher will just type 60% right there. Right? And that's saved. And your teacher has to return that to you. So gonna go click on return. So you're gonna tell you that okay, this has been returned to the student. Right, so that grades go up. So the class, because you can see the class average. And if you heard my tablet a while ago, I got my grades. So immediately as your teacher answer, does the grading, it pops up to you. What is the impact? So this was one of the questions, right? Um, what is the impact? So I am going to put this at, say, based on the little information that I posted there. I was alright. I didn't put much, so this person gets 10. And, I think 10 is too much because I just wrote one line. So just put 5 out of 30. Right? So that's 5 out of 30. So I'm going to return that as well. Right? And this is 5 out of 30. And it's calculated, okay, that's 50%. The overall average, class average is 50%. Right? Um, it can give you your overall average as well, which is 50%. Right? Your average is 50%. All right. Say for example, for this one, I'm going to give 15. Right? And I'm going to save that and I'm going to submit it. Alright, so all works have been submitted. Alright, so that puts the class average and year average to that amount. So all work has been submitted. So as a teacher, I've been graded, I've got all my assignments. Right? So like cool. Now let's look back at what happens as a student from a student perspective. How does it look when you have received your grades? Alright. So from a student perspective, right, when I received your grades, so I'm going to look, okay, so I am going to go back to stream, right, so I'm going to go to each classwork. When you go to each classwork, you're going to see that it's marked. This is a material, so you won't see any marks there. So when you go to here, you say, okay, it's marked, so I want to view my marks. So you go to marks, it's marked, right? And you can see your score right here. So I got 60% of the 100 for this one. All right, cool, not bad. You can resubmit it if you want to try again. That's up to you if the teacher wants to give you that allowance. All right, so I'm going to the next assignment and I view the assignment. As you can see, it says it's marked. All right, it's marked and I got 15 out of 20 for it. So you can go in and out and check your marks, right? See how much you have received, and as I said, it's marked immediately. And it's the same thing for a tablet. All you need to do is go on to each assignment and see what you got. And I get 5 out of 30. Right? And the teacher could have made a comment on that too. Right? And as I said, you can check your other classmate responses if you wish, but you won't see their grades, but you will see their responses. Right? So that is basically it. Right? That is basically it for Google Classroom. Right? So there is nothing much or difficult about Google Classroom. So try it. If you like it, enjoy it, and I hope that this was a good experience and you learned something new, right? So until next time when we have our next tutorial, um, I'll say good.